welcome back. Will Worsham joins us now for this week's Speaking, the first of the year. All right, Speaking Legal discussion. First of all, good to see you again.
Thanks.
Hope you had a good New Year's Eve
Absolutely.
and everything.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Back.
Yeah, I'm ready.
We're going to jump you right back into working here. Okay, let's take a look at this. We celebrated the holidays with our son and his fiance a few days before Christmas. We gave her several expensive gifts, including a new laptop. Then they went to her family's home to celebrate Christmas, and while there, she broke up with him. Obviously, this was a shock, but the rub is she's made no offer to return any of the gifts we gave her. Is there a legal option to get them back?
Ooh.
Well, that begs the question. Certainly, any legal option is going to be better than an illegal option. So we want to.
We'll keep you away from those.
Yeah, we don't want to do anything like that. You know, this is a question that comes up quite a bit.
Yeah.
My temptation is to say it's a complicated answer, but realistically, legally speaking, it's a pretty simple answer.
It's a gift.
I would guess that it's a gift.
And by definition, gifts are irrevocable.
Right.
Otherwise, it's not a gift.
No.
It's it's whatever else. It's something with a condition. If it has a condition, it doesn't have a gift. And of course, we've had the conversation. It's been a few years ago about the engagement ring.
I was going to say
that
same
didn't come
thing.
up here. It can be the same thing, although in many circumstances, some states, and it varies from state to state in the law. A lot of times an engagement ring can be considered a conditional gift, and there is some law out there.
It's a contract kind of thing.
It can be. Some
Yes.
states go one way, some states go another. I mean, it just kind of depends, and jurisdictions can vary from place to place as well. But as far as everything else go, gifts are exactly what they are, gifts. Now, could you file a lawsuit, and could you go to court?
Sure.
I mean, absolutely, you can do that. And might you be able to find a judgment that would return some of this to you, or really the value of it? Yeah, you absolutely might be able to do that. But you know, the interesting thing I think in all of this, and having practiced law now for nearly, well, over 20 years, is you know, they call us attorneys and counselors at law. And for a long time, I just kind of ignored the counselor part. You know, let's just do the lawyer part, right?
Okay.
You know, here's the thing. Frankly, the lawyer part's the easy part.
Right.
You know, the knowing the tools
It's
and
kind of
knowing
black
the
and
law.
white.
Yeah.
That's the easy part. But the counseling is really the more important. And so, can you file a lawsuit? Sure, you can file a lawsuit. That's
Well,
easy.
you've said you can file a lawsuit for anything.
Yeah, but you know, the situation really is, do you want to? And in a situation like this, if we're talking about Christmas Eve, we're talking about 8 days or less.
Right.
We need to slow down. We need to really think about what we want to do here.
Yeah.
And we certainly don't want to do anything that might prevent a reconciliation, because you never, I mean,
Right, you
we
never
don't
know.
We don't know what happened. We don't know what went on. And this may be a temporary thing, and they get back together unless the parents come in and blow something up.
Right.
And you get sides and fighting, and it's all nasty and all that. So you know, and you don't know. She's maybe hurting too, and it may be in a week or
Right.
so she's going to say, hey, I need to give you
And
this
that's the
stuff.
thing with most things like that, whether it's child custody or anything, if people can just step back, and if she were to think about it, she might, even if they're going to stay broke up, say, you know what, I really shouldn't take this. She
Right.
might offer it back.
Yeah, and who knows? But the important thing is to not start the fire too
Right.
soon.
Also, you may not want to find out why there was a breakup.
That may be true
You
too.
know, you may be opening a whole can of worms that nobody wants to get
Yeah,
into.
you could find out all sorts of things you don't want to know if you get into that type of scenario. But from a legal perspective, I mean, the real clear answer is a gift is a gift.
Right.
And obviously, if they'd known this breakup was going to happen, probably wouldn't have given her those gifts.
Right.
But that's the nature of a gift.
Would a judge tend to say this
Yeah.
is a frivolous lawsuit?
Throw it out. Or,
You know, it's going to depend on the judge and all that. It's not. I think it's pretty clear, pretty quickly going to get to the point of if it was a gift, it was a gift, and everything about this looks like a gift, especially if it's a Christmas time, Christmas gift.
Right.
Absolutely, it would be very, very difficult to overcome the presumption that this is a gift and therefore irrevocable.
So that's the only way you could turn it around, is if you could prove it wasn't a gift.
Yeah, you know, there's always this theory of the law that you don't want to reach an unconscionable result, and so if someone has just really unjustly profited from a scenario, you know, if you know, so let's say, I'm just speculating here, there was some evidence that maybe she knew the breakup was coming, put it off in order to get the benefit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then we're talking, you know, you can inject the
Gee.
issue of fraud perhaps into this, and that might change the scenario a little
Yeah.
bit.
Would there be something in saying the only reason we gifted her was because she was to marry our son?
Well, and obviously that's a true statement, almost
Yeah.
certainly.
Yeah.
Is that going to change the nature of the fact that this was in fact a gift? Probably not.
Especially if you use the word "we gifted her."
Right? Exactly.
It's right
Bang,
there.
bang, bang, there goes the foot. All right.
Will, thank you.
Thanks,
Good
Will.
to see you.
All right, if you have a legal question for Will, you can email him at wworsham@color10.com, and he'll be sure to answer your question on our show.
Very good. Up next, one of our favorite 1 Million Cup segments from last year, Family Photo Vault. Ozarks Live will be right back.